Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthouse Stamping with Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Vancouver, Washington. Thank you for joining me today. Before we get started, the housekeeping notes, all the product I'm using and all the dimensions will be listed below. There's a link to my online store if you wish to purchase any of these products. There is a link to our Facebook group. We love to have you join that. And finally, remember to like, share, and subscribe and help me grow in YouTube world. Well, as you see, I have my new annual catalog in front of me. I cannot show you inside the catalog until May 6th when it goes live, but I can show you the products, at least the ones we're going to play with today. So I first wanted to say I hope you all had a wonderful Easter yesterday, and let's get started and play with some new product and some new colors. So we have some new ink colors. We have Darling Duckling. Now, this is darker than Daffodil, and it is got a green tinge to it. Now, I'm not going to do a color comparison with, I don't have going way back. I'd only have for like the last 5 or 6 years of colors. So I'm not going to do a comparison. There's a lot of demonstrators out there that did do a comparison. Tammy White did one on one of the Stampin' Scoop shows. And if you want to see a color comparison, why don't you go over visit Tammy White's YouTube channel. You'll enjoy it. I did. So this is Darling Duckling. And this is the card I made with Darling Duckling. And it's just a very simple little card. So that's Darling Duckling. The next color is Timid Tiger. And it is an orangey color. It's more of a tangerine color is what I would call it. Anyhow, I made the same card. Similar, but just a slightly different. And I'll show them all to you in a little bio so you can see the difference. Same thing inside. The next color is Secret Sea. Now, I know that probably looks black to you. It is not black. Most definitely not black, but it's not navy blue. It's not misty moonlight. After looking at this and playing with it, we decided it was more on the side or the color of charcoal. So you can make your own decision, but this is the card I made with it. And it's actually quite beautiful. Same thing. So we'll get to one of the other colors, but we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about cloud cover. We only have 4 stamp pads currently. Stampin' Up! Had gotten their order of cloud cover. You know, they do the test runs and look at everything. And when they got the actual shipment of the stamp pads, they discovered that the ink was separating or doing just weird things. And so cloud cover's not available. The paper and stuff is going to be available, but the ink pad and any refillers are not available. So, but I still made a card. Now, this one looks a little mottled and stuff. That's because I used the new Stampin' Right markers. This is cloud cover. And it's a sort of a bluish gray. It's not coming across. And I tried several times to get that H to come out good. And I just, for some reason, this wouldn't work with the pen. I don't know why. But you can use a pen to get that. But this color goes so well with so many other colors that you could actually use this card color of cloud cover and never have to have the stamp pad. Hopefully they will get a stamp pad at some point this summer. But right now we have no word of that. But that's cloud cover. Now the last color we have is Strawberry Slush. I haven't made the card for that one yet. We're going to do that right now. And as you can see, it's probably a pretty easy card. So we're going to do some stamping of our envelope. I am using, for dies on this one, I am using the Textured Notes dies. And if you want to know which ones they are, counting from the outside, we used 2, 4, and 5. So it's 2, 4, and 5 are the ones I used out of this. And I'm also using embossing folder. This is the Layered Floral 3D embossing folder. Now, this is on the retirement list. It's on the last chance list. It is still one of my favorites that I probably will continue to use because I do love it so much. But we gave it a while, so that's on the last chance list. So I don't know if it's at the time of filming. I had not checked and see if it was still available. It was available last week. But if you really want this one, I'd go get it before it's gone. So I also have a piece of white cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4. I now set that aside. This is the smallest of the rectangles. All the dimensions for all these pieces will be in there. And I have a card base here of Strawberry Slush. If you're looking at this going, this looks familiar. The name sounds familiar. We had Strawberry Slush once before. So we just got it back because it's so happy. It's a happy color. I love it. So as for stamp sets, I decided I wanted to use something that was new instead of something that was leaving us. I'm not going to show you the whole suites, but these two are part of a suite called, hang on, I don't know the names of everything yet. I just got all my stuff the other day, and I haven't had a chance to go through it. Beautiful Gallery. And we'll go into this. This is a mega suite, and we'll go into that later in the next week or so, long before the catalog goes live. But anyhow, I wanted to use some flowers, so I used this one, and I wanted some sayings, and so I used hello, and I'm always here for you out of Beautiful Motifs. But yes, we will play with these soon. But if you didn't have these yet, you know, you're not a demonstrator. If you are a demonstrator, you can get some of this in your demonstrator joining kit. If you're not, use whatever you have. I actually thought about using spotlights on nature on this, but I changed my mind. So on our inside piece, we are going to stamp our saying, I'm always here for you, and just like that. And I'm going to put the small flower down here in the corner. I'm going to also put that small flower on my envelope. That's such a luscious color. And then we're going to use this large bouquet of flowers. Just like that. And then I have a nice little hello. And I'm going to put that right there in the corner. And that's all the stamping for this card. Like I said, it's a pretty simple, easy card. So let's put this thing together. We have our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, which I haven't used my bone folder on yet. We'll go ahead and put the inside in. Now, when we did our pre-order, they didn't let us order blends. They didn't let us have ribbon. So I thought about putting some baker's twine on this, and I put one on one of them, and I looked at it, and I thought, no, you know, this card really doesn't need that bow. But if you want one, you could put one on baker's twine. Or you could take white baker's twine, and if you are a demonstrator and have already gotten your new colors, you could color it. And yes, you can color with markers on baker's twine and ribbon, just like you can blends. You just have to allow it to dry, which takes, 4 or 5 minutes. Let it sit and to make sure it's thoroughly dry. But I decided to don't do that, just to do. Now, let's see. How do I want to put this one? I think we'll put this one this way. So I'm going to pull all those other cards back. You're going to notice they're not all laid out the same. I just laid them out the way I felt the time I stuck them down. Nothing's exactly straight on these things, because I didn't want them straight. Look at those. Those dies are amazing. I'll hold this up as soon as I get it up here. Having all those different designs right in your... I love this set. It's very pretty. Don't love as much as I love the deckled rectangles, but I do love it. Now let's set this one about like that. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. You could glue it down, but I don't want to. I want dimensionals. They're sitting right here. This is very early in the morning. It's actually Easter Sunday morning. And it's about, I don't know, early. Way too early. But I want to use dimensionals. Now, we'll put that about right where we had it before, just like that. And so to finish this card, since I did not have any ribbon, I decided to use some bling. These are the new 2025-2027 In Color Flat Pearls, and they are so sparkly. And these are part of a different suite, not the suite that the stamp says come up, but another suite, and I don't know its name, but I did get it, and we'll be playing with that one shortly. But we have all 5 in colors on here. I'll put that one there. Yeah, I'll put this one here and this one here. So this is my card for today. And so let me bring out the other colors. So you can see that I do have them laid out differently. This is probably the one closest to being straight up and down. But I did lay them out all different. So that is all of our new in colors, which I think they go beautifully. But this color goes really well with so many colors. And so does this one. I would treat this Secret Sea as a neutral color. They could probably go with anything. Probably wouldn't put it with black, but it might look okay with black too. I don't know yet. We'll find out over time. So thank you for joining me today and welcoming in the new in colors. And I will see you on Thursday. And I don't know what I'm going to be playing with. I still have, other than these stamp sets, the few things I pulled out of the box, I got to sort everything else and see what's in there. So I'll pick something out and we'll play with that on Thursday. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.